Define the key terms. I can't express how important this is. As great an argument, as original an argument as you might have to write about, if you don't define the key terms at the beginning of your essay, there's a risk that what you say won't even make sense, to be honest. So what you've got to do is choose the key terms, the terms that you're highlighting in the question for response in your essay, and make clear what you understand them to mean. Because as we will see, for example, religious or spirituality could be interpreted in 100 different ways. And if you don't make it clear which of those 100 different ways that you're choosing to understand the terms, then it's not really going to be clear what you're saying in your essay. So defining key terms is important for your understanding, very, very important for the examiner's understanding. And it also gives you a freedom in your response to the question. You get to decide what you're talking about. Yeah, the examiner's given you this question, but you really get to decide what your essay is going to be when you define the terms. Problematize. What do I mean by problematize? You've got to establish what the problem is in the first sense. So they've kind of done that for you. The problem could, in one sense, be a difference between religiosity and spirituality, or it could be in the potential for somebody to mean something when they say spirituality. All of that kind of jazz. But also you've got to problematize the issues in responding to this question. So what is difficult about actually understanding what the speaker means by spirituality? For example, you want to refer to that, you want to be conscious of that, both so that you can make clear that you're not falling over any potential stumbling blocks in your introduction, but also for your own good, so that you don't fall over them yourself when you're writing the essay. And outline. You want to know where your argument is going, and you want to tell the examiner where the argument is going as well. Because the depressing thing slightly in life, whenever you write a wonderful answer to an essay, the person who's reading and marking your essay is reading hundreds, maybe thousands of other essays. So they're not going to be devoting as much time to reading it as you've devoted to thinking about it and writing it. So what you want to make sure is that it's very, very clear. The argument is concise and is going in a direction that everybody can understand. Yep, so that's all straightforward. Let's carry on. So we're going to start with defining the first of the key terms, or at least looking at how one might define it. So what is religion? Obviously, the John Locke Essay Competition is written in English, and so we're going to be looking at the English word religion. Now that comes from the Latin root religiare, which means to bind, and evolved later into religio, obligation, bond, and finally came to English through Old French in religion, meaning life under monastic vows.